American cities are falling and falling fast. Hey everybody, Scott Walters, welcome to the channel. If you're new, I want to thank you for coming. If you're returning, I want to thank you for your continued support. Before we get into today's red hot topic, I'm going to politely ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Please watch to the end for my final thought. Hit the bell icon so you're notified when new videos are released. It's very important to stay close to the channel in these very, very tricky times. All right, folks, welcome to the channel. It's always an honor and a privilege to be with you. I hope you're all doing great. Buckle up and strap in. I got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows and sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. And friends, the writing is now on the wall. America's biggest cities are falling and falling hard. This is insane. Buckle up and strap in. I almost feel like I got to give a warning advisory to any of my viewers. This is shocking. Like, I can't believe it. I guess because I've been reporting on this stuff, I should be shaking in my boots. Millions of Americans are completely clueless to what we're about to blow the lid off of here. And friends, anybody, I see it all the time. I see your comments. Thank you so much for everybody who supports the channel. If you're new, please subscribe. Subscribe right away. There's never been a more important time in history to get forward thinking, critical thinking, centered and surrounded with like-minded people. And friends, insane. Anybody out there cheerleading this market probably needs to sell you a house. Why? Because they're in worse shape than their customers. They see the writing on the wall and they're being trained on how to spin this and get some sales as this thing continues to trend the opposite direction. So today, we're going to take a look at a report. We're going to take a look at a property at one of the hardest hit cities in America. And we're going to also look at almost 100 of the nation's biggest metros all following suit. This was sent to me courtesy of our good friend Dan over at iAllegedly. Thank you so much, Dan. Continues to be just a great inspiration to me, and I know a lot of you with his huge channel. So Dan sent this over, so out of respect to my good friend Dan, we are going to cover it. I also want to take this opportunity to shout out a couple of the other channels that, like I said, iron sharpens iron. I know there's a lot of channels out there, and I've seen it where I want to view a lot of channels as my competition. We have helped each other. The Economic Ninja, talk to him a lot of them. Dan at iAllegedly and the Economic Ninja, over 250,000 subscribers. Massive channels. I've appeared on both of their channels. Links in the description below. A lot of other channels that I've tried to help with the real estate mindset. Travis, we've got Orlando Miner now, Steve Daria, I want to say, and Market Mania, all, you know, in a group chat. We always talk about how we can help each other and ultimately help you guys. So, just trying to protect as many people as possible. And I was going to say Americans, but I know this is a global bubble with global fractures, global blowback. And like I said, this is a warning from a boots on the ground, active real estate professional, letting you know this one has blowback. And anybody that's unaware of why this is happening, I'm going to tell you right now before we move into this article, which is going to be just, we're going to light it up here in a second, friends. Anytime you've put the real estate market, the biggest asset class in the world, in a bubble, regardless of how it got into the bubble, they have always crashed 100% of the time. It is not if, it is purely when and how deep it goes. That's what we're covering now. We are moving past, is this a bubble or not? That is undeniable. And a lot of the big heavy hitter tech companies that are doing massive layoffs, even Redfin, like we're going to hear from here in a second, are being forced to report the realities. They should have done this from the very beginning, letting people know, instead of FOMOing people in and trying to buy up properties. Now they're getting caught with this game of musical chairs stopping, and they got caught holding the bag. They now want to chase trends like this one and try to give people real talk. Unfortunately, a lot of their credibility has been damaged. So congratulations again to anybody who's stuck with this channel. Forward thinking, critical thinking, iron sharpens iron. Let's roll this footage, then we'll meet back here and wrap this one up. All right, buckle up and strap in. This is a barn burner for sure. 70% of Boise home sellers dropped their asking price in July. Home sellers in pandemic home buying boom towns like Boise, Salt Lake City, and Sacramento increasingly dropped prices as buyers backed out of the market. Nearly 70% of homes for sale in Boise, Idaho had a price drop in July, the highest share of the 97 metros in this analysis. Individual home sellers and builders were both quick to drop their prices early this summer, most because they had unrealistic expectations of both price and timelines. Nationwide, the share of homes for sale with price drops reached a record high in July. Sellers had to cut their prices because they were catching up with buyers who had come to expect lower prices amid the cooling market. Now buckle up and strap in as we examine the share of homes for sale with the price drop in July of 2022. And let's get this list started with the 97 most popular metros in the nation now doing the same thing as Boise. We're going to scroll through the list rather quickly. You can pause the video to see if your area is in this list, and don't be surprised if it is. And the realities are, friends, that this is just getting started. This, my friend, is what I always refer to as contagion. This is having a spillover effect. This will eventually find its way into every market in America. And like we talk about, this is just the front end. Very, very shocking. We're just a few months in to interest rate hikes, and it's already completely just blindsided the housing market. And as this one plays out, by this time next year, it's probably going to get more severe. We'll do our best to heat map and temperature check all areas, but like I said before, some areas might be the last to get hit, the first to rebound, but everybody gets touched in a real estate downturn. So before we wrap up this segment, let's jump over and take a look at a property in Boise, Idaho. I'm just going to pick a random one. Let's zoom on in to this Boise, Idaho area and find a property on the market. Done. There it is. Let's go ahead and click on this one and see what's going on. As we can see, this is a brand new building and development, and it apparently not doing too well. In fact, this specific one is up for auction. This is a foreclosure property, and this is just completely shocking to me. We're already seeing foreclosure. Somebody owes more money on this property than they can sell it for. And this is the complete rug pull that we've been talking about. Let's go ahead and get back to the office for some final thoughts and wrap this one up. Okay, friends, welcome back. Staggering numbers. What do we see here? What is this? Contagion. It is just, we are at the front end, the very front end of a real estate correction. We'll just call it a correction at this point, all right? Even though we know our economy is in a recession, although the official numbers want to be withheld from us or some data point that wants to try to communicate otherwise to the masses, the realities are that's what we're in. And millions of people don't have any idea of what we're talking about here today. And that's why I've always congratulated everybody here, because I know by hearing this, I always say the first step getting past the problem, admit there's a problem. The people that can admit that this is a big problem are the people that are going to be less blindsided, less paralyzed by fear, less swept up in the reverse FOMO that's now taking place in all the cities I just showed you. And we're just getting started. The tail end of a pandemic, the front end of a recession. How deep will this one reach? You would have to put a percentage of likelihood on it. The biggest artificially created bubble in history might provide the biggest blowback in history. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Hopefully we come out somewhere in the middle. That has always been my goal. That will always be my goal here. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as somebody who wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understanding the biggest real estate bubble ever artificially produced in world history is going to have blowback. It becomes how big now? We just identified almost 100 of the most biggest metros in the United States. The superpower, what was once the superpower of the world. Let's try to keep it that way by not drinking the Kool-Aid and letting other people do our thinking for us, staying centered and surrounded. Like I've always said, I'll continue to preach this. I know a lot of you guys say you talk too fast, you say the same things. Friends, repetition is the key. You have to get this stuff beat into your psyche. Otherwise, you're like a wave that's blowing around with the wind. You're just going to catch the next person that talks sharp enough to get a hold of you. I got to protect people. I got to protect people right now. If you appreciate the content, I do want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Social media links are in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with those links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you're interested in buying or selling real estate right now, like you need help and you're in a bad shape, or you're ready, you're seeing what you need to see, not next year after the crash, today, if you're ready to work with top agents, there's an email in the description for you as well. I have a network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. If you like this video, I think you're really going to love the next one coming into your screen at this time, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. I will see you on the next video.